Welcome to Wicked Darkness, Johnny's survival guide to the end times. This is a full audio reading of the book released in episodes. I made this free so it's easy to follow and so you don't get distracted from the message. Enjoy.
Wicked Darkness, Johnny's Survival Guide to the End Times, Chapter 14 Part 1, Conjuring Up a Few Demons, and the voice of harpers and musicians shall be heard no more at all in thee. Revelation 18:22. Warning, this isn't just about music, it's about mind control, an ancient chant, idolatry. If you think the beast won't use a beat, you've been missing his dance moves. The devil can spell a really good playlist. Let's be honest for a second. We just walked through how America plays the part of Babylon on the world stage, but now it's time to show you how she sings, because Babylon doesn't just run the banks or the governments, she runs the playlist. She's got a beat, a brand, and a backstage pass to your soul, and everyone's trying to grab Willy Wonka's golden ticket. But this isn't just about music, it's about the vibe, the spirit, the doctrine. It's about a global seduction, playing in surround sound. And here's the part most Christians don't want to admit. They're in the audience. It's not just the edgy artists, or the creepy halftime shows anymore. It's the worship of fame. The sermons hidden inside your headphones, pumped directly into your brain. The spellcraft laced into movie scripts. Influencers in designer robes, preaching new age theology, while selling you shoes, vibes, and moral confusion. You don't have to burn your record collection, or chuck your TV out the window, but maybe stop calling it harmless when Babylon starts singing lullabies to your kids. Jesus warned us to take heed what we hear, but most people are just nodding along to the beat, sipping from Babylon's chalice, like it's communion. Revelation doesn't say, the musicians of Babylon just get quiet. It says they'll be heard no more at all. Because when God finally pulls the plug on this global concert, there's no encore. What I'm going to say here might hit your playlist. It might mess with your movie nights, but it's not just about what's out there. It's about what's already gotten into your mind. 2 horns, 2 feet, iron and clay. Let me be clear. I still listen to music. I still watch movies. I'm not telling you to burn your Spotify account or smash your TV with a righteous hammer. I'm not canceling SiriusXM in my car, but I've learned to listen with discernment, to watch with my spirit awake, to recognize when a sermon is hiding inside a soundtrack, or when a lie is being sold. Between the explosions and special acts, I'm repeating it here, because it matters, because I know, I'm not just being entertained, I'm being sold something, a worldview, an ideology, a slow drip poison, dressed up in rhythm, light, and cinema. Babylon doesn't ask for your loyalty all at once. She just wants you to stop noticing the dark. She conditions you slowly, until her voice becomes familiar. She's a siren on the sea, singing death with perfect pitch. So I take heed what I hear. I guard what I see. I stay aware. Even while I live in Babylon, I still live in Babylon. I still hear her playlist in the store, her scripts on every screen. But I know what I'm watching now. And more importantly, I know what I'm not buying. I don't buy the culture. Now stay with me. Before we dive deeper, let me clarify something. In Revelation 17, we saw the spiritual Babylon, the woman riding the beast. That's religious Rome. But in Revelation 18, we see her twin system, the economic Babylon. That's America. Same rebellion, same beast. 2 feet of the final empire. Both came out of the 2 legs of iron. Rome. One rides the beast with a chalice. The other sells the beast system to the world with a credit card, a swipe, and a bank passcode. God judges both, one for spiritual adultery, the other for tracking in souls. The other horn, Hollywood, horror, and hypnosis. Babylon doesn't just sing her spells, she scripts them. She doesn't just chant in stadiums, she performs rituals on screens. And the other horn of this beast is everywhere. If music seduces the ear, Hollywood rewires the mind. If the chorus gets stuck in your head, the movie burns itself into your memory. And now, Babylon doesn't just reach Americans, it streams to the whole world, through Wi-Fi, 5G, and every glowing screen you own. The beast went global. When it went digital, Jesus said that in the days of Noah, every imagination of mankind was evil, continually. Today, we call that entertainment, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Genesis 6:5. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. Genesis 6:11. Tell me that's not our society today. Just add a double shot of Ritalin and a TikTok filter. Hollywood used to flirt with violence. Now it showers you in blood. It used to hint at sin. Now it celebrates it with a press tour. Hitchcock gave you Psycho. Now you get possessed dolls, rape revenge horror, satanic sex magic, and serial killers you're supposed to root for. They've turned evil into a genre. They've made murder cinematic. They've sold rebellion like candy, and Babylon profits from every frame. They're not artists anymore. They're high-paid court jesters for Babylon, doing cheap tricks for clicks, hoping their agent lands them one more line in a streaming reboot nobody asked for. There's so many of them now, elbowing each other just to stay relevant. They'll take any role, play any pervert, mock the God of the Bible, or Jesus Christ as long as the check clears. Wall Street created 1,000 channels. If you're not in, you're invisible. Hollywood isn't bold, it's bored. It's not creative, it's complacent. It's not original, it's controlled by profit margins and social credit scores. Always trying to reboot something that was funny 20 years ago, so they can ruin it with their new ideology and call it representation. They don't write anything new, so now they mock Christ for attention, like a washed-up comedian punching upward, because he's got nothing left to sell. I've lost count of how many movies I've walked out of because they sucked. I could have written a better script, with a pencil and a napkin, in a key shop, in about an hour. And I'm not even a screenwriter. And don't forget the joystick. Video games aren't a side note, they're interactive Babylon. You don't just watch the ritual anymore, you perform it. Shoot the guy, steal the car, get the reward, murder on Monday, bonus XP on Tuesday. You're not leveling up, you're being dumbed down, living a life of complete fantasy, one trophy kill at a time. Why live a real life, when the fake one is so much more fun? These days, guys can't even figure out how to have a relationship with an actual woman. They'd rather get intimate with their controller, or their computer screen. Digital sedation, virtual validation, eternal devastation. Babylon calls it freedom. I call it failure with surround sound. Babylon's game design is simple. Desensitize the soul, monetize the adrenaline, call it next gen. You're not just being entertained, you're being recruited. Because the music industry, the film industry, and the game industry are not separate. They're three parts of the same machine, synchronized, monetized, and digitized straight into your pocket. The same companies own them all, or they're in bed together creating the same hits to keep you engaged for the next upgrade. It's not just a movie, it's not just a beat, it's not just a game. So don't get confused. Babylon isn't just a religious harlot. She's a business. She makes the world rich. She has merchants, and her finale is already playing. The jukebox and screens are rolling 24/7.
Hey, thanks for listening. You've just heard an episode of Wicked Darkness, Johnny's survival guide to the end times. If you want to read along or dive deeper, go to wickeddarkness.com. It's also available on Kindle and in paperback on Amazon. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs it, someone who's stressed, questioning things, or sensing that something in the world just isn't right, someone who can feel that something is off. Have them listen. Subscribe to follow the full series. It's free. People keep waiting for the wicked one to arrive. What they don't understand is this: he's already here. If you want to know what I do when I'm not turning the book I wrote, Wicked Darkness, Johnny's Survival Guide to the End Times, into an AI podcast for YouTube, Rumble, and probably TikTok, check out the websites I built at coolcarguy.com and freaksites.com. Freaksites is a network of websites like Travelers Freak, Cars Freak, Housing Freak, Weapons Freak, and Runner Freak. I use them myself to create listings that work like mini stories around topics people already care about: cars, travel, housing, running, weapons culture, and a lot more. Most content online disappears into feeds. I built these sites around the idea that stories don't have to. Anyway, if you're curious, check them out. You'll figure it out pretty quickly. And if this episode was worth your time, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with somebody else.